Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Sigma males and how they handle toxic personalities. You know, it's like navigating a jungle out there, man. You've got predators lurking everywhere, trying to bring you down. But a Sigma, they've got this sixth sense, this awareness that helps them sniff out the BS and stay ahead of the game. We're talking about mastering those encounters, those moments when someone's trying to push your buttons, manipulate you, or just drain your energy. It's about staying true to yourself, setting those boundaries, and not letting the negativity get to you. Stay tuned, because we're about to break down the Sigma strategies for dealing with toxic people, and trust me, these insights are pure gold. Sigma males, they're like lone wolves, you know? They value their freedom, their independence. They're not afraid to walk their own path, even if it means going against the grain. And you know what? This independence, it's not about being antisocial or pushing people away. It's about knowing yourself, knowing what you want, and not letting anyone else dictate your life. Think about it. When you're constantly seeking validation from others, trying to please everyone, you become vulnerable. You open yourself up to manipulation, to toxic influences. But a Sigma, they're not playing that game. They're comfortable in their own skin. They've got their own goals, their own passions, and they're not afraid to pursue them, regardless of what others think. This independence, it's like a force field, man. It protects them from getting sucked into toxic relationships, from getting caught up in other people's drama. Because here's the thing, when you're dependent on others for your happiness, for your sense of self-worth, you give them the power to control you. And that's a dangerous game, my friend. That's how you end up feeling trapped, resentful, and ultimately unhappy. So embrace your inner lone wolf. Cultivate your independence. It's the key to navigating this crazy world without letting the toxic BS drag you down. Boundaries, man, they're like the fences around your property. They let people know what you will and will not tolerate, and trust me, setting boundaries is crucial, especially when you're dealing with toxic individuals. Think of it like this. You wouldn't let someone walk into your house and start trashing the place, would you? No way. You'd show them the door. Well, your mental and emotional space, that's your sanctuary. You've got to protect it with the same ferocity. Toxic people, they're like energy vampires. They thrive on drama, on negativity. They'll try to suck you into their vortex, drain you dry. But when you set clear boundaries, you're essentially saying, nope, not today. This is my space, and I'm not letting you pollute it. Now, setting boundaries, it's not about being aggressive or confrontational. It's about being assertive, about communicating your needs clearly and respectfully. It's about saying no without feeling guilty, about walking away from conversations that are going nowhere, about limiting contact with people who consistently bring you down. Remember, you teach people how to treat you. When you consistently allow others to disrespect your boundaries, you're sending a clear message. Hey, it's okay to walk all over me. But when you stand your ground, when you enforce those boundaries with calm confidence, you command respect. You show the world that you value yourself, and that, my friend, is incredibly powerful. Ever notice how toxic people, they just love to push your buttons? They seem to have a knack for finding exactly what will set you off. It's like they get off on seeing you lose your cool. They thrive on your emotional reactions. But here's the thing. When you react emotionally, when you let them get under your skin, you're playing right into their hands. You're giving them exactly what they want. Sigma males, they get this. They understand the power of maintaining their composure. They understand that staying calm and composed in the face of toxicity is like having a superpower. It's a skill that sets them apart. It's like being the eye of the storm, man. The world around you might be in turmoil, but you remain steady. Everything around you might be chaotic, but you're centered, you're grounded. You become a beacon of calm in a sea of chaos. You're not letting the external chaos dictate your internal state. You maintain control over your emotions. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. It takes practice and patience. Believe me, I've dealt with my fair share of toxic characters. Each encounter is a test of your emotional strength. But the key is to train your mind, to develop that emotional resilience. It's about building mental fortitude. Think of it like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Consistent practice leads to improvement. So the next time you find yourself in a heated situation, take a deep breath. Don't react impulsively. Give yourself a moment to think. Instead, try to detach yourself emotionally, create a mental distance between you and the situation. Observe the situation objectively, like you're watching a movie. This perspective helps you stay neutral. This will help you stay calm and think clearly. Clear thinking leads to better decision-making. Remember, logic and reason, those are your weapons against toxicity. They cut through the noise and bring clarity. When you respond with anger or frustration, you're letting your emotions cloud your judgment. You're giving away your power. But when you stay calm, when you respond with logic and reason, you disarm them. You maintain control, you take away their power. You become the master of the situation. It's like throwing water on a fire, man. It cools things down and prevents further damage. It neutralizes the situation and prevents it from escalating further. Stay calm, stay composed, and you'll always have the upper hand. You ever get that feeling in your gut that something's just not right with someone? It's like an invisible alarm going off inside you, isn't it? Like a sixth sense telling you to steer clear. That instinct is more powerful than you might think. Yeah, well, pay attention to that feeling, man. It's there for a reason. It's your internal alarm system warning you about potential danger. It's like your mind's way of protecting you. Sigma males, they're like human lie detectors. They can sense when something's off. They've got this uncanny ability to spot toxic traits early on before things get messy. It's almost like a superpower. It's not about judging a book by its cover. It's about paying attention to the subtle cues, the red flags that most people miss. Those little signs that tell you something's not quite right. Think about it. Toxic people, they often exhibit certain patterns of behavior. It's like they can't help but show their true colors. They might be manipulative, controlling, or overly critical, always trying to bend others to their will. They might thrive on drama, gossip, and negativity. It's like they feed off the chaos they create. They might lack empathy, always playing the victim, or constantly putting others down to make themselves feel superior. It's a toxic cycle. Now, these red flags, they might be subtle at first, but over time they become more and more apparent. It's like a puzzle coming together. The key is to trust your instincts. They're there to guide you. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't second-guess yourself. Don't ignore those gut feelings, man. They're your mind's way of protecting you. They're trying to tell you something important, something you need to hear. And once you've identified a toxic individual, here's the thing. You don't have to stick around and try to fix them. It's not your job. You don't owe them anything, especially not your mental and emotional well-being. Your peace of mind is priceless. Remember, you can't change someone who doesn't want to be changed. It's a losing battle. So save yourself the headache, the heartache, and the wasted energy. Walk away. Trust your gut, spot those red flags early on, and distance yourself from anyone who consistently brings you down. Your well-being is worth it. Here's the thing about personal growth, man. It's a never-ending journey. It's not something you achieve once and then you're done. It's a continuous process that requires constant effort and dedication. You're constantly evolving, learning, and adapting to the world around you. Every experience, every challenge, and every setback is an opportunity to grow and become a better version of yourself. And dealing with toxic people, well, it can be a real catalyst for growth. These interactions force you to reflect on your own behavior and boundaries. Sigma males, they get this. They understand the importance of solitude and introspection in their journey of self-improvement. They understand that self-reflection is crucial for personal development. It's about taking the time to analyze your actions and thoughts. They're not afraid to take a hard look in the mirror and ask themselves tough questions. They confront their fears and insecurities head-on. Because here's the deal. Sometimes we attract toxic people into our lives because we haven't fully addressed our own issues. It's a reflection of our inner turmoil. Maybe we have a pattern of seeking validation from others, constantly looking for approval and acceptance. Or maybe we struggle with setting boundaries. We let people walk all over us because we're afraid of confrontation. Whatever the reason, self-reflection allows us to identify our own weaknesses, our own blind spots, so we can start working on them. It's about taking ownership of our own shit, man. It's about being honest with ourselves and acknowledging our flaws. It's about acknowledging that we're not perfect, that we all make mistakes. But those mistakes don't define us. It's about learning from those mistakes and using them as stepping stones for growth, that we all make mistakes. But instead of beating ourselves up, we learn from those mistakes. We use them as opportunities for growth. Each setback is a chance to come back stronger and wiser. We use them as opportunities for growth. And you know what? The more self-aware we become, the more self-aware we become, the better equipped we are to handle toxic people. The better equipped we are to handle toxic people. We start to recognize the patterns. The red flags, and we're less likely to get sucked into their drama. We become more resilient and assertive. So make time for self-reflection, man. Journal, meditate, talk to a therapist. Whatever works for you. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the complexities of human relationships. It's a lifelong journey, but it's worth every step. The better equipped you'll be to navigate the complexities of human relationships. Embrace the journey and keep growing. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on personal development and lifestyle. See you in the next video.